Because it could be any amount of marks, just one that you don't already know.
Frequency. Deposit. Well, no. What's deposit?
Is it a bank question?
It is
Like a money question?
a money question.
So a
Her
deposit.
buys a new car for £5,700. She pays a deposit of 12%. Then she pays the rest of the cost in 15 equal monthly payments. How much money does she is the monthly payment?
So the deposit is like the one big initial payment. So what was the original price for the car?
5,700.
And so you would find 12% of that.
That would be that times the actual price times by 0.12.
And that would be if it was a calculator question. Is it a calculator paper or a non-calculator?
It is a calculator.
Okay, yeah. So 5700 times by 0.12.
And that equal... actually, let me get a calculator.
All right.
Calculator, so that would... 680.
Yeah. And so that means they pay 684 upfront.
Then, so it would be that take away the original price to get what price got there. So that's 5. So here's take away 684. 5,016. And then it would be that divided by how many months? So that's 15. So that's divided by 15 months. 333.4.
And in terms of money, that would be
333 pounds and 4 pence.
40.
40 pence.
Yeah.
Okay.
And is that what they wanted? How much each installment is?
How much in each monthly payment?
Yeah. So then that's it then. 333.40. Any questions about that one?
No, it was just the starting of the actual deposit, which confused me because words like that throw me off a bit.
Okay. Yeah, it's like an initial lump sum payment.
I'm just filling in the practice paper.
Okay.
Okay, I filled it in. Let's move write 168 as a product of its prime factors. Is that or is that tree almost going downwards?
Yeah.
So for this one, it would be 168. No, 100 and then 68 taking up, separating each other.
So I would always try to divide it by 2.
Oh, okay. 2 and what else makes up that? So that's 4, 3, 5. Actually, so that would be 6, 84. Times 2 equals 60.
And then same idea again.
2 and 42. No, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that would be 21 and 2.
Yeah.
And it can't really go into 2 anymore.
Okay, so what could you try next?
The actual factors that make up it itself. So
then I would try 3 and so on.
yeah, 3 times 7. So that would be 3 and 7.
Yeah. And can either of those be broken down?
No.
No, so that's the end of it. And so you'd put a circle around your prime numbers, which are the ends of each branch. And so product means times. And so 168 equals what? How would you write it?
Equals 2 times 84.
So the way you do it is 2 times 2 times 2.
Okay. So it's all of the branches added together.
So how would you finish it?
Times together. So that would be 3 times 7.
Yeah, that's it. And if you put that in your calculator, you should get 168. Yeah. Any questions there?
No.
Okay.
Just unsure about it. 14, 2, 1. 7. At highest common factor, I know how to do that. No. Probability. That would be various tactics, simplifying. That's just simplifying. That's also simplifying. Here's another money one, which has the percentages over several years, which is Neil bought a house for 200,000. No, 235, then 3 zeros. In the first year of the house deprecated by 4%.
Okay.
In each of the two and 3 in each of years 2 and 3, the value of the house increased by 6%.
Mm-hmm.
Work out the value of the house at the end of year 3.
Okay. Any idea how you approach this one?
Find 4% of the total of of the money,
And is
and then take that away.
is this calculator or non-calc?
Calculator.
So, well, if the starting amount is 100%, which it always is, minus 4% would be what?
Percentage-wise, that would be. Oh God. 96% of the total.
Yeah. And so you could just find 96% of that amount of money.
Um, 225600.
0. Okay. And then you have to do plus 6% twice. Any idea how you could do that?
6% of the current.
Yeah.
Or base price. Okay. So finding 6% of the current, which would be 2.
Well, if you think about it, so if you're doing an extra 6%, so 100% plus 6% is 106%. And so what would that be as a decimal?
1.6.
Close. That'd be 160%.
1.06.
Yeah. And so you could do that times 1.06 and then again times 1.06. And so to decrease by 4%, you can times by 0.96. To increase by 6%, you can times by 1.06 or 106%. That's literally what it is.
Okay. But that would 0.6. That would be times it by 1.06. It would be 239136.
239136. Okay. Any questions there?
That's only doing it once. Doing it
Oh, okay.
would actually yield 253,484.16.
Okay. Yep. And so if you do it in 2 steps, you can find 4% and subtract it, or you can subtract 4% from 100% and so multiply it by 96%. Yeah. Any questions there in general?
Not really.
Okay.
Jot that down on here then.
Yeah.
And then 2. Okay, let me check for something else. Here's one. It's a calculation, but it's a bracket 4.515 times 10 to the power of 6. Or do you want me to say it again so you can write it down?
No. 10 to the 6. 4.515 was it?
Yep. And that's in its own bracket. The times 10 to the power of 6 is also within that bracket.
Okay.
And then it's divided by another bracket, 3.01 times 10 minus 2 up top. Yeah. In the bracket. Give your answer in its standard form.
Okay. Any idea how you do that? Is it a calculator one, by the way?
Yes.
Try putting it into a calculator.
I'm not sure if it's a trick question or not. Bracket 4.5.
And if it helps, you can do the two brackets separately, but you don't have to necessarily.
Well, this calculator doesn't do to the power of.
Oh, okay. Any idea how you could do 10 to the 6 for the... How you could do it without a calculator for the bracket on the left?
It's 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be 600?
So you could just move the decimal 6 times.
1,000 times. So that's just. Would it be 1 with 6 zeros on it? No, 7 zeros.
So you could just go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and just fill it in with zeros.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 4, 5, 1, 5, 0, 0, 0. Any idea how you do the one on the other one? If it's to the power of -2?
Take away 10 twice.
Yeah, basically 2 zeros to the left. So 0, 0, 3, 0, 1, and you just remember your decimal point, 0 point. And then you could put that into your calculator. But if you had a calculator with a power button, then...
I'm using my phone as a calculator.
Okay.
It's giving me 1.58e.
Oh.
8.
58E.
8.
A8. I think that's in standard form. Let me just see what my calculator says. So that's 4, 5, 1, 5, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, divided by 0.0301. Yep. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so in standard form, that means 1.5 times 10 to the 8. That's what that E8 thing is.
Okay.
And so in a normal calculator, that's what it would come up with. Yeah. Any questions there?
Nope, it was a matter of just getting the method done.
Yeah. And it'd be even easier with a school calculator.
Where did I put that pen? Ah, there it is. Just putting it down. Okay, let's find the next one.
Okay.
There are a few here, but they require line graphs and such, which I can't describe.
Okay.
I'll check. I'll flip back through and see. Actually, here's one. There are 264 apples. 1/6 of these apples are green. Binnaker picks up 150 apples. 28% of these apples are green.
28%?
Yep, 28%
Okay.
of them are green. Steve picked up the 340 apples. 10% of these apples are green.
Was it 24%?
15%
15%, sorry, green?
are green. Who picks up the most green apples?
Okay.
I must show you all you're working out, apparently. So 264 into 6. 6. Yeah, divided by 6. Which would be 2, 6, 4, 6, 44.
Okay.
One 28% of them are green, so that would be 2.5 times 0.28, which would be 42.
Okay.
And three. Let's just say 340 times 0.15. That's 51. So it would be C picks up the most green apples.
Okay. That's it?
I believe so. Not as difficult as I thought. That's actually all the most difficult questions I can find in this. Actually, one more.
Okay.
Work out 4.36 plus 2.8 to the power of 3 divided by 6.8 take away 5.42, and it's the line as in what is it? Underneath the 4.361, and then the next one on, which is still divide, but it's written. Give all your answers in decimal. Write down all the digits and calculator display. Oh, okay, that looks difficult. More difficult than it was, but thinking of this one, it would be 2.8 to the power of 3. That would be 2 times 8 times itself, which would be 2.8. Oh, 2.
Yeah.
Thinking that 8 times 8 be 7.84. Then again,
Mm-hmm.
21.952.
Yeah. And did I write it out correctly, or was it like a fraction?
No, it was just the divide where the starting of it before it went to the divide is just the line underneath. How the a line underneath the first part of the question is also used for divide.
Oh, okay. So I think so. It's like it's as a fraction, is it? And on the bottom is 6.8 minus 5.24.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay. So maybe it means that like kind of it's like that. That's what it's about. Okay.
But then that's plus
Mm-hmm.
4.36. So that's 26.312. And okay, then it's this one, which is just 6.8 take away 5.24. That would be 1.56. And put into an actual calculator. 26.312 divided by 1.56. That's 16.86 recurring,
Okay.
apparently.
Any questions there?
No.
You did it right. You just have to follow BIDMAS. So the index first, then the brackets, then the dividing. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just drop this one down, and I believe that's all the difficult-ish questions in this, which I can describe.
Okay.
Science.
And so, any preference in what we do after this one?
No, whatever we were going to do beforehand, this would be actually perfectly fine. Okay, I'm done. Actually, afterwards is give your answer in part A in 1 decimal place, which is just 16.8. Okay.
So is it closer to? It's in between 0.8 and 0.9.
16.86, so that would be closer to would it be 17?
Did they say to 1 decimal place?
Yeah.
So you need one number after the decimal.
So that would be 8. Or would it be actually 9 because of the 6?
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Any questions there?
Nope. Okay, I believe that's enough for the practice paper.
Alright. I'll find where we were. So if you want, we can move on to algebra, the 2-mark questions.
Sure.
Where's this thing gone? Because you're pretty good for the number. So money calculations. Oh, there's a thing with the deposit. Yeah. Put these in size.
Confused with simple interest and then compound interest.
Any idea about this one?
Um, 0.3.
And why is that? Give a reason for your answer.
Actually, would it be 1? That's out of 100, the same as that one. So, actually, it would be 1/3.
And why is that?
Because 1/3 of 100 is larger than 30. Oh, 30% of 100.
Yeah. So 1/3 is 0.333 going on forever, whereas 0.3 is just like 0.3000. Okay. 20%. Just some easy enough stuff. Okay. Any idea what this is?
Simplify, so that would actually be 4x plus 9y.
That's it. You'll be fine there. Okay, how about this one?
That would be n to the power of 9 divided by 6. N to the power of 6, so that would just be n to the power of 3.
Yep. Fine. Oh. Okay, how about this one?
All measurements the sides of centimeters, find out the value of x. Well, x minus 1 has to equal 4, so... So it would be 5.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
These are the factors of 5 plus 1 equals 6, and 5 minus 1 equals 4.
Yeah. How about this one?
Find the size of the angle marked y. I have no idea these ones.
Well, what did they add up to in terms of y?
$6y.
And what do they add up to in terms of normal numbers?
360.
That'd be a quadrilateral. A triangle?
180.
Yeah. And so 6y must equal 180.
Okay.
And you have to
Size
find
of the angle marked y, so that would actually be y 6y minus or divided by 6.
yeah.
Oh, well, actually, that would be 180 divided by 6. So uh,
You can do 18 divided by 6 and
that would be 30.
yeah. And so this is pretty common type of one. You don't know anything about it, but you just have to kind of put 2 and 2 together. That when you add the 3 up, you get 180, and so you add the 3 up and make that equal to 180 and solve it. Okay, any idea about this one?
Could buy some buns. She buys X packs of currant buns and Y boxes of iced buns. There are 6 currant buns and a pack of currant buns. 6. Oh, write down an expression in terms of X and Y, the total number of buns Casey buys. So she buys X amount of, what was it, currant buns, and then a Y amount of buns.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure what to do after that.
So it would be like X times 6 plus Y times 8. And so the short way of writing those?
Would it be 6x?
Yep. Plus?
And 8y.
Yeah, that's it. So it's just putting it into algebra.
Okay.
I think you'll be fine for that. I think you'll be fine for these. Okay, let's try this one.
Five y is, or 5 times y is 5y.
Mm-hmm.
5 times 2 is 10.
Plus or minus?
Minus. Then it would be 2y.
Mm-hmm.
And then 6. That's
Plus-
minus in between. So, to simplify it further, it would be taking away 6 from both.
So it would be like add the y's together, add the numbers together.
Oh, add them together. Then that would be
Or combine them.
7y plus minus 16.
Correct. Any questions there?
Nope.
Okay, so 7y minus 16. So it was a pair of brackets. You're good there. You're going to be fine for this one if you were able to do that previous one. How about this?
Times it. So that would actually be x to the power of 3, and then x. Was it x to the not power? It would be 2 times 2x. Ugh.
Yeah. So fine. Factorize we'll get to, or will we? Hang on. So that's, let me just check. So this is substitution. Yeah, so substitution. Okay, how about this?
To find out 2e and 3g, that would be G3 times would be 6.
Mm-hmm.
2e would be 13.
Yep.
So it would just be 13 plus 6, which would be 19.
Yep. That's it. That's all there is to it. That one's gonna be fine. Fine. So you can see it's very quite similar. This is a calculator question. I think, would you be fine putting that in a school calculator?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll leave it. So these are similar. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Not this one. Let's try this one.
2a, which would be 8.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3b, so that would be minus 15. So adding with minus numbers always go down, so that would be minus 7.
Yeah. So the only trick there is that it's the minus. Okay. Fine. We'll get the value of p. Okay, so we'll get to there. X is that. C is that. Yeah. Let's try this one.
So, child by using the formula, miss the age of the child a month as adults male. The child is 13 months old, the adult is 40. Work out the medicine you can give the child. Out of 150, age out of, let's see, I'm not actually quite sure.
So it's basically C equals M times A divided by 150. They tell you that the child is 30 months. So M is the age and A is the adult dose. That's 40. So what would you put in?
You lost me.
So what is M for this one?
M is 30.
Yep. So M is 30. A?
Age child 13 months old.
So A is the adult dose. And so adult dose for this one?
14 mil.
Yeah, 40. And so that's what you have to work out.
So that's 30. 40, that's 1,200.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 150. 8.
That's it. So it's basically a substitution question. 8 milliliters. Yeah. So those ones are straightforward. Okay, let's try part. I think you're gonna be fine. Okay, so now we're solving. Oh, what's this thing doing? Okay, this is just freezing on me. 1 sec. Okay, how can we solve this?
19 minus 4. Divide the rest by 3.
Yeah, fine. Minus both of them by 4 and divide both of them by 3. How about this one?
12 minus 5. I'm not sure what to do next.
So what would you get if you minused 5 left side and right side?
5 minus 12, that would be 17. No, 7.
Minus 5? Oh yeah, 7. And on the left side?
0.
Um,
But 1 half F.
Yeah. So you want F equals?
1 half plus F, so that would be...
So it's not plus F, it's just a half F.
half of F is 17. Plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
So actually 16 F would be.
So you times both sides by 2?
Yep, 7 times 2. Well, that's 14. Oh, that might be.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, any questions there?
Nope.
Okay, so it's the same idea where you're always doing the opposite, so that one's fine. How about B?
2C plus 8. So that would be solve. Well, it minuses the 1C to add on to getting 8. So, what do I need to add to 5 to get the 8?
What I would, if you have an unknown on both sides, I would start by subtracting the smaller one from both sides.
Yeah, so that's 5. That would equal 3. Where 8 would be. So that would be 2C. C plus 3.
Okay. And yeah, any idea there?
And it would be minus 1C, so that C equals 3.
I suppose yeah, C equals 3. Yeah, so it's easier to take away the smaller one. And these are very, very similar. Okay, so how do we do this one?
That would be 12 minus 3.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 9.
Mm-hmm.
Then T 4.
Any idea what you do next?
No.
Well, T divided by 4 is 9. And so opposite of divide by 4?
Divide by 4, so...
How can you get rid of divided by 4?
Add it as 100.
No? Opposite of divide?
Times.
Yeah. And so opposite of divide by 4?
So that would be 9 times 4.
Yeah. Times both sides by 4.
36.
That's it. T equals 36. So it's like the other one where it was a half. You times both sides by 2. Any questions there?
Nope.
Okay. Fine. That's fine. Fine. Okay, how about this one?
2y 10. get rid of 10 from both. That would equal 14 and 2y.
So that would be if it was plus 10. This is minus 10.
Plus 10 to both?
Yeah.
34 2y. So that's 34 divided by 2 because there's 2y. That would be 17.
Well done. Yeah, y equals 17. And the most important thing there is expand the brackets at the beginning. Don't try to, avoid expanding the brackets. Okay. Fine. Okay, how about this one?
Look at length of BD. So that would be AD is 19 centimeters. So I'm actually not sure.
So A to D is 19. What else is A to D in terms of x?
In X, that would be B to C and C to D.
Yeah.
It has X.
So like A to D is what you get when you add them up. And so what would you get if you added those up?
3x.
Yeah. What else? Oh, hang on, not 3x.
If we added all of them, that would be 4x.
Yeah. Go on.
4x plus 1.
Yeah. So A to D is 4x plus 1. A to D is also 19. And
19. Okay, that would be minus 1, so that's 18 minus, divided by 4. So
yeah.
18 divided by 4, that would do 4.5.
That's it. Okay, so the trick there is just when you add them up, you get 19. When you add them up, you get 4x plus 1. And so 4x plus 1 equals 19. And then it's straightforward. Okay, any idea about this?
Show the inequality. X is greater than 3?
Less than, if it's pointing to the
Less
left.
than 3 on the number line below, so that would be 4. Oh no, that would be going from that direction, so
So any idea how you show it on the number line?
would it be either minus 1 or 0?
You would put a circle over 3.
Mm.
And then any idea how you show less than?
An arrow going towards minus 4.
Yeah, so an arrow pointing to the left. That's it. Any idea how you solve this inequality?
Solve for B or for A on
For B, yeah.
That would be greater. Is it greater than or equal to?
Mm-hmm.
So minus 7. No, plus 7 to both of those.
Correct.
So that would be 15 plus 7, 20 against 4x. So that x equals 5.
And doesn't equal, what would you say?
Would it be greater than?
Yeah, greater than or equal to. So you just keep that sign the same all the way through. Any questions there?
Nope.
Okay. Any idea what this is about?
Oh, wait, I don't know. Y. That would be minus 1, 2, 3, 4. All of those are minus.
-1, -2.
3 and 4.
Is that it?
I believe so.
There's just one more. So you were right.
5?
Well, you were right.
Oh, 0. No, it's 0. It's 0 as well.
Yeah, 0. That's it.
Because it's greater than, less than, or greater, equal to.
Correct. Yeah. So how about this one?
Possibilities for n, that would be 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3.
Yeah, you've got it. Okay, what inequality is shown here?
Minus 2 is, is it greater than?
It doesn't matter what way they point as long as they're pointing the same way as each other.
Yeah. Then 4.
So you're going to have 4. In the middle?
1?
In the middle, so the line is x, and so it's like x is between -2 and 4. Are they both? Is any of them or equal to?
Is it 4 equal to?
It's the -2
Oh, minus 2.
because that circle is filled in,
Okay.
and that's what that's about. Oh, sorry, we're over our time. Sorry.
Oh, it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
But thank you for help with the practice paper.
No, you're all right. And yeah, if that's what you want to do, we can always do that. Anything in particular you want to do next time, or you can just wait and see?
I'll wait and see, thank you.
Okay. Any questions for me in general?
No.
Okay. Well done, Alex. You're doing great. And yeah, have a good week and talk to you next time.
You as well. Thank you again.
All right, goodbye. Right. Right. Don't you get it wrong.